What is up, people? Welcome back to more exploring planet Earl. It's me, it's Cheese, and we are back in East Village once again. Surprise, surprise, right? We are still renovating this little area. We are busy, busy, busy. Let me actually go ahead and put down. Oh, wait, I was just in the chest. Put down some of this oak. I don't need all of this oak out. And then on that same note, let me put down this. There we go. Now, today, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you all a little trick that I've been using um, for my concrete to make it easier to make concrete. I actually have a little room right down here that's perfect for it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, for East Village, and I'll show you real quick, I have been using concrete, little, you know, areas of concrete um, for the walls, to give it kind of a painted wall aesthetic, Um, and I like it. I like that it kind of, brings some color into here. Um, Now I have a little room right down here, um, where I had an addition plan for East Village, and it never really panned out. I just never really, I don't want to go too far at this point, since I still have so much going on over there. But this is an area that I've, had kind of in my pocket for a minute. It was a naturally formed little like kind of round uh you know kind of spherical room, and I went in and I busted out these two walls, and then I kind of just put a little dirt in here, I think, just to kind of finish it off, um just encapsulate this look because I really like this area. But either way, let me stop gushing about an empty room. What I like to do when I make my concrete is I start with my concrete powder, and I start in a nice open area like this. Nice, this is a little bit closed. You can get a flatter, broader area, but this will do. And then I start with a little grid, a little almost like a little flower, a 4 block diamond, if you will. And then out from there, I start going radially. I start placing my sand or my concrete powder around, seeing I made like a broader diamond shape. We go to another one of these points, and we start the process again, and we fill in these little um, corners, if you will, putting them adjacent, and there we go. And so we start with this pattern, and um, it'll make sense in the second when we get to the actual putting the water down. Because one thing about concrete in Minecraft, if you didn't know, is you do need to use water when you make it. It has to touch water in order to solidify. Um, so this is kind of the reason why we're doing it this way, is so that it will be easier for that water to touch all aspects of this, or all areas of this concrete powder. Um, because water flows outward, we want it to be equidistant from the center. So we want a nice radial symmetric symmetry. Sorry, symmetry. I can't talk. So let's finish up. I think once we get this last, once we get this last, what do you want to call it? Like circumference or whatever. Should have 20. Yeah. So then go this. And once again, we're just keeping symmetry in mind. Now, this is probably not the most effective way of making concrete, but it is probably the most, in my opinion, straightforward way, and definitely the least resource intensive. And just like that, we have our whole layer of concrete set. Let me take out that center torch, let's down a bucket, and now everything touching that water has turned to actual concrete. We can go ahead and start breaking some of it, and you can actually get down here in the flow and just ride along with the flow of the water and start. Oh, sometimes it just kind of pushes you. We can start kind of mining out. You know what? I'm already messing up my method. I like to do this. I like to mine out in these paths, in these straight paths from the center. And what you'll notice is now everything on the side of those paths is also concrete. So now we're slowly letting that water touch more and more of the concrete powder turning it into concrete. So now we can take out these sidewalls that we made, like so. Oops. See, sometimes the water just kind of pushes you randomly in the terrain. It's kind of, just be careful. Just like that. And then effectively we are, mining this whole layer back out with this finished concrete. That'll look so good. It'll look so good. I love the look of concrete. I think it just looks, it's a nice, solid, vibrant color. It works very well with just like a lot of housing projects, in my opinion. Using it for walls and houses. It's just a nice, solid color. Um, it's hard to get that color, from a lot of other blocks without having like a lot of texture. And that's the nice thing about this is it's very textureless. It's like a nice flat color. But I mean that's how walls are. You don't want crazy walls all the time. Sometimes you just want a nice flat colored wall. Um, and I think that's what concrete powder or the concrete really helps to do. But also I've seen a lot of people use it to make like pixel art and stuff too. So it is very effective at that as well. All right, let's go ahead and take that water out, and that is that. All of the last bits of the concrete. Also, I still have some powder left, but we'll save that. We'll save that for just in case we really do need to make more. Now we can go ahead and mine out the last little bit of concrete all around the room. And what's crazy is this is basically how I make all of my concrete. So I've used the same process to make just like tons and tons of concrete throughout the world. I haven't do that. But yeah, it worked. And then now head back up in here and actually start adding some color down here to this part. So let's head to the other end. Actually, let's put this concrete powder away. I did have a little bit of extra yellow, so let's go ahead and grab that out. Okay. And now we can start filling this in. Oh, and you know what? This guy doesn't have any light. That's not good. There we go. We'll make sure they're all lit up, because that could lead to something bad. All right, so yellow, and it was all yellow, just like radio, or not radio. It was Coldplay. That's what Coldplay was talking. We're gonna put the door um not in the very middle because I like to give them little room. We might actually move that bed at one point to the other side of the room. So it's just like this one. So we'll do this. Boom. Just that way it's a little bit more offset. I like to give it a little bit more character so that's not just straight into the middle and everything's like crazy symmetrical or whatever. Oh, and then yeah, of course, do this too. All right. And then this one will be in the middle. And then so will this one, like so. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. just want to use cobblestone as, the only thing about cobblestone, I do have to keep it for a lot of the main pathing, and the only reason is it's just the villagers really tend to path easier to the cobblestone than they do for a lot of other things. So I kind of have to keep with the cobblestone with a lot of the paths that the villagers go, just because if I didn't, then they'd be all over the place. It's hard enough for them. All right, nice. Oh, and also, let's center up these torches in these rooms. I know that's not the biggest deal, but just make sure that lighting's even. Okay. Looking good, looking good. I like this a lot. Very nice. Oh, and one last wall right here. All right, let's come back with the brick. Man, we went through all that concrete, all that yellow concrete. Excuse me. But here we go. It looks good. Pretty nice, in my opinion. And I think it looks pretty vibrant next to the magenta and the purple back there. This is all working out pretty well. Um, all right, so let's go back out. Oh, actually, no. Tell you what, let's go back over here. Hang on. Head back over here. Let's grab this, and I'll go ahead and grab this concrete powder for a second for later. But for now, let's come out this way, and then yes, we'll start kind of filling this back in. Okay. I know this is a little bit weird right here. I kind of don't like how it catty corners, or like it doesn't like finish, but I guess you can just say like the brick just juts out a little bit right here. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. It could be. It could work. Yeah. And then, all right, finish this up right here. That's looking rather nice. Rather nice. Um, so we're gonna end up with at some point is we're gonna cap this layer, and then we're going to start building up from there and start building the next layer. So actually tell you what we can do. It's this. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. What we can do is let's go ahead and grab our oak again. Okay. Come back out this way. We can start laying kind of the frame for some of this stuff, the framework. Okay, so this can come up and then, oops, crap. We want to have these like cross beams, but then we don't really need it with the brick. I think the brick we can leave. We can leave the brick. Oh, sorry. My mouse is like on a slant, so like as soon as I let go of my mouse, oh my god, I'm so bad about letting go of my mouse, like itch my nose, and my mouse just like takes a tumble. Okay, that should be okay. Yeah, the brick will stay consistent. That's fine. And then just like this, start stacking this back up. And this will be where the next rooms will be. The new rooms will begin from. Um, and I guess, you know what? I guess I'll just continue this one up. Yeah, I suppose so. Let's have it like that. That should be fine. And then let's see, just like this. These will be the tops of the rooms. Uh, I guess we can, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Alrighty. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and close off there. I think this is a pretty good place to stop. Um, and then we will come back um, for the next one. Actually, tell you what, let's go ahead and do that too. All right. Yep, I'll wrap it up here, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Like this video if you liked it. Hit subscribe for more. And yeah, cheers. See y'all. Bye.